Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of November 2nd. This week, if you want to catch me live, Pisces, I go live every single day at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and you will catch me live. But Pisces, let's see what is going on for you. There you go, coffee pot for you, Pisces. The Nine of Cups kept wanting to pop out in the shuffle, so definitely could be like some wish fulfillment coming in for you here this week, Pisces. But let's see. This looks really good at this time. You had something about your boundaries in another reading that I just did for you, and you have this rabbit spirit, or this rabbit energy, whatever you want to call it. So I do feel like some of you could be setting boundaries or dealing with boundaries. You have the sun. That's amazing. But you do have the devil, so we're going to have to see where that's going. Wheel of Fortune here and the moon. This is a really good reading here, Pisces. So let's see what we get going on for you here this week of the 2nd. Pisces, your overall energy is the flexible card. I do feel like you need to be flexible this week. You have the Knight of Swords here. The Knight of Swords can represent some sort of change. And typically, I read the Knight of Swords as an energy of a daily routine change, meaning something about your day is going to be changing. But I am getting something about flexibility here. You have this cat card. It says, speak your truth, have strength, faith, and conviction in your voice. It has never been more needed. So this also goes along with the sun, Pisces. I feel like you could be standing out in a big way at this time in the world, and I feel like you need to share your wisdom, share your voice, share things. Again, you have had very difficult astrology over the last like 8 years or so, and that was probably because now everybody else is going to be going through similar situations, and it is your job to kind of help people through these difficult and challenging times. It is your job really to be the sun, is what I'm going to say to you, Pisces, to be a shining light. So I feel like you need to realize that. You have this Between Two Worlds card here. I do feel like you are in between two worlds trying to make a decision. Five of Swords, Knight of Swords, Seven of Cups. Like trying to make a choice here, Pisces. Seven of Cups says you're spoiled for choice. I feel like you can't go wrong. I say this to you in Virgo in every single reading that I do for you, Pisces. I don't care what this decision is. Could be about love, could be about business, could be about anything having to do with your life. Maybe you're trying to decide if you want a new pet. You have this rabbit card here. I don't know. It's popping into my head as pets. So maybe you're trying to decide if you want a new pet or something like that. This card, I feel like, is saying you're in between two worlds. I feel like you're about to step into the sun energy, which is amazing. A lot of attention, a lot of success coming in for you. But I feel like you just need to make a choice with that Seven of Cups. We're going to clarify this at the end, of course, with the Lenormand, so we will get more details. But you do have the Five of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Cups here. I do feel for a small percentage of you, I feel like this could be a running away situation in love. So someone could have run away from you here, Pisces. It looks like somebody made it too hasty of a decision here. It's like they kind of rushed away from you. It could have been a fire sign or an Aries. Could have been a Leo as well with the sun card here. So some of you could be dealing with that. I would say if that is your story, I feel like it happened in the recent past. So like within maybe the last month or so here with this energy. It feels very fresh to me. So that's why I'm saying that. For others of you, I feel like this is saying that you have a lot more options than you realize in all areas of your life. Again, I feel like this is very general for you, Pisces, and I feel like it's also amazing because I feel like there's a lot of good stuff that could be coming in for you here. There's like a major transformation coming in for you. I feel like you need to not run away from the sun. This Knight of Swords is running this way. He's like running off the reading. And again, it can represent running. The Knight of Swords can represent making a hasty decision, making a decision too quickly. And the sun could be something that makes you very happy. So I feel like this is saying don't run away from happiness and fulfillment. Again, I do feel the need right now to slow it down, number one. So I feel like I'm speaking super fast in this reading, Pisces. And so we're going to try to slow that down. But number two, I feel like there is a need for you to not run away from happiness. I do feel like pretty much everybody does this. I mean, even I do this. It's like maybe you could be in a situation, and I'm a Pisces, right? So it's like you could be in a situation where it's like you're between two worlds. It's almost like things are improving in your life with this card. Look, it's like they're going from gray to seeing color. This reminds me of that book, The Giver, for those of you that have ever read that book. But again, I could be wrong because it's been a very long time since I read that book. But basically, it's like a world where nobody can see color except for like one person, or this kid ends up being able to see color, but it's like against the law and like all this other stuff. Again, I am overly simplifying, and I'm sure my summary is so wrong, but that's what's popping into my head. It's almost like you are seeing something that could be forbidden here is what's popping into my head. But I feel like this is a very good thing for you. So what the hell does that mean? For some of you, well, let's start here. You have this rabbit card, which says sensitive soul. It says strengthen your boundaries and cut cords. So I do feel like for some of you, this rabbit card is just saying it's time for you to strengthen your boundaries and cut cords from things that that no longer serve you. And you even have the devil here as well, which is very much a cord-cutting energy. So I feel like you could be cutting out people, places, things that just no longer serve you. But what I feel here is it's like there's something forbidden is popping into my head here. But I don't think it's like, you know, all that dramatic here, Pisces. That's just a message just popping into my head. For some of you, this could be one of those things where it's like maybe you're making more money and maybe your family has negative beliefs about money. And that can be very difficult, especially you know, trying to break free from those beliefs. Seven of Wands. This is karma, Pisces, in a lot of ways. I wouldn't even call it karma. I would just say Neptune and Pisces. You know, Pisces is here to learn through Neptune and Pisces. Very long cycle that will end at the end of 2025. And, you know, it's just to teach you to break away from things that no longer serve you. It's to teach you to challenge established belief as well, Pisces. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's like you could be improving your life in some way, but maybe the people in your life are not improving. And that's what's forbidden about it. You know, it's like fearing the judgment from these people, or, you know, it's like maybe all of a sudden you're making money and maybe there's weird situations with your family and things like that. So I feel like this middle row is saying it's about how you deal with it. Same thing with love. It's like maybe you're getting into a relationship that's outside of normal for you. And again, there could be something just kind of off about it, but in a good way is what I'm trying to say. So I hope that makes sense. You have the King of Wands, the Sun, and the Devil. So I feel a lot of happiness coming in for you here. Definitely needing to cut cords with something here that is probably I just feel like this is like a toxic behavior for some of you. So some of you might have a toxic behavior, or you know, it doesn't even have to be that. It could just be like maybe I feel like you want to add something with this Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is a card of daily routine. So it's like maybe you want to start working out. Maybe you're hoping to start using your energy in this middle row. And I feel like that'll be very, very good for you. I feel like you're very protected with this King of Wands. I always say there are salamanders all over his cloak here, Pisces, and the salamanders represent being able to walk through fire, being protected from risk. So I feel like you should be kind of like taking some risks. There's a lot of joy coming in for you. You have this going forward card. I feel like you're just going to keep moving towards happiness. The sun is in the distance here. I keep telling people as well, with Neptune and Pisces, it's like manifestation on steroids. The easiest way to be successful with Neptune and Pisces is follow your joy. Literally, if something makes you feel good, do it. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're going to be allowing the sun to be your guide. I feel like this moon could be your energy, Pisces, but I also feel like it's saying that you are kind of trying to move away from this. I feel like you have a choice. You have the Wheel of Fortune here, Pisces. It's a very important decision. And this decision for you, Pisces, in this reading is, do you always move towards the sun, or do you allow the moon to control you? I feel like that's what this reading is saying. Pretty interesting reading. I mean, to me, this is like a heavy reading as well. So I do feel like you have like a lot of decisions. I feel like there's a lot of moving parts here. I feel like I can't even like focus properly in this reading. I feel focused, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like there's a lot of things that could be pulling you back to this moon energy. I do feel like this is a very Pisces thing, is what I would say to you, but I feel like you need to always use the sun as your guide. The sun can be curiosity, it can be joy, happiness, things that you're interested in, celebrations, anything that makes you feel good. So I feel like that's what you need to move towards, and I feel like that's what you need to use as your like inner guidance system. Is happiness, and I feel like you need to move towards happiness. Again, don't get me wrong. I feel like this middle row is saying that there are basically going to be people in your life that are like, what, are you better than me? Which I feel like is a Pisces, you know, again, another Pisces challenge. So I feel because this is saying choose happiness, don't allow other people to, you know, kind of stop you and put you in this moon energy. You have these Seven of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the moon here. Again, I just feel like I'm very passionate about this, if you can't tell, Pisces, because, you know, I feel like now is the time time for Pisces to step into this energy of like being a leader with the King of Wands. This is you. Right here, Pisces, the King of Wands. I feel like that is your energy. That's how you're coming up this week. Yes, I realize you're not a fire sign, but I feel like that is your energy that you're embracing at this time. And I'm passionate about this because, again, I feel like Pisces is a sign that has the most potential to help other people the most over the next, like, I don't know, like forever until you're dead, Pisces. So I feel like you could be very inspirational to people around you. You could be seen as a leader, or you could be stepping up in a very strong position, but there are going to be these uncomfortable moments where it's like maybe this has to do with money. Maybe you're making more money than your family, or maybe you're stepping into wealth or something like that over the next until 2025, right? And maybe that brings up some uncomfortable moments with your family, but if you do it the right way, you can also inspire your family to kind of push beyond their own limits, and they could become very successful. Same thing in love as well. It's like you could be asked to leave love situations. You could be asked from the universe to enter into love situations. And these are all probably to grow yourself, but also to inspire other people as well. So I feel like for some of you, this is saying you need to push beyond your limits is what I'm getting here in this last row. That's really all I'm getting there, Pisces. So we're going to clarify. And this is an amazing reading. I really love this. I feel like you're like creeping back into the old good energy that we started with, like at the beginning of the summer, or I think it was like around July, where there was like something, it was very just, I'd say more motivational for Pisces. Then it kind of got a little bit dark, Pisces, but now I feel like we're getting back to that energy where you're kind of being asked to be strong. So let's see what is going on for you. Between the Five of Swords and the King of Wands, you have the Three of Hearts. Three of Hearts is just an indicator card. This is the maybe Lenormand that I'm using here. And it has some cards in it that are not real Lenormand cards. The Three of Hearts is just, I call it an indicator card. To me, it just indicates the direction of reading, and it just indicates a positive direction for you here, Pisces. Between the Knight of Swords here and the Sun, you have the Seven of Swords here. This could be someone rushing in with a message. The Seven of Swords is communication. The Seven of Spades here. It's called the letter, and you have the Knight of Swords as well. I feel like if there is someone coming in with communication with the Sun here, this could be you receiving good news. So I like this. This is very good. Between the Seven of Cups and the Devil, you have the Jack of Clubs. Yeah, don't beat yourself up about the past. I said this to Taurus like a couple of weeks ago. You know, this energy right here basically says, do not allow your past to define you. There could be things that you're not proud of, Pisces, or there could be certain things from your past that you are beating yourself up with. And again, I feel like Pisces is really good at feeling guilty about things. I feel like this is saying, let that go. You don't need to allow your past to define you, and your past doesn't define you. So I feel like you need to realize that you're heading towards your destiny with the Wheel of Fortune. Again, this is a very powerful reading, but I feel like saying, like, you ain't seen nothing yet here, Pisces. I feel like this is only the beginning, is what I'm going to say to you. So this is amazing. I love this, but don't beat yourself up over the past. Two sevens, Seven of Spades here and the Seven of Cups. Two sevens to me is internal fears don't exist, so let your fears go. Between the King of Wands and the Seven of Wands, here you have the Five of Spades. Five of Spades says you're probably going to take a risk. Five of Spades, again, is not a real Lenormand card. To me, it just represents taking some sort of risk. So I feel like some of you could be taking a risk at this time. Between the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Eight of Spades. Eight of Spades is called the Garden, and it can represent, to me, it's actually a card of vacation. So it can say that you need a vacation, or you need some time for yourself, or maybe you need a break, Pisces. But to me, it can also just represent like a harvest or good things coming in for you. So I like that. Between the Devil and the Moon, you have the Jack of Spades, or the Jack of Diamonds. This is called the Scythe. It literally just represents cutting. Like, this reading is amazing. All you need to focus on is this top stuff. Well, actually, this corner right here, which is your future position anyway. This bottom row is just like all the stuff underneath, all the what ifs, all the, like, what if this happens? What if that happens? Shh, don't even go there, Pisces, with the Seven of Cups. No what ifs. Cut those out with the Seven of Diamonds, and remove your fears as well. The Scythe is about cutting things out. In your top row, you have the King of Hearts, Love. The King of Hearts is the card called the Home. Some of you could just be feeling really good in your home, or you could be spending time at home. Of course, you're a Pisces. You could be thinking about moving as well. The Wheel of Fortune could be a move for some of you. It is like a card of love, so it could represent like a very deep commitment with a person. So that's nice. In your middle row here, you have the Eight of Hearts, your romantic fantasies, Pisces. This is called the moon, but it's not like the moon in the tarot. The moon in the Lenormand represents like romantic fantasies, so there could be love coming in for you. But it can also just represent your dreams, like things that you're trying to manifest here on Earth. And I feel like that's what you're doing with that Eight of Hearts, is like you're bringing things down to Earth. You are manifesting dreams, whatever. But you're gonna have to use your happiness, move towards your happiness with that going forward card to live these dreams, to live a life you probably never dreamed of before. And again, I know I've said this to you before, Pisces. I'm gonna say it again. If there's any sign that can do it, it's you. In your bottom row here, you have the Queen of Hearts. Look at this, divine counterpart showing up in your reading. See, you know what this says to me though, Pisces? Again, I would not consider this to be a love reading at all. To me, this is a you're a badass, Pisces reading is what this reading is. So I feel like it's more, this reading is trying to encourage you to do all the things I said in this reading and to, kind of be inspiring to other people. When you do that, you will naturally attract someone into your life who is a perfect match for you. So it's almost like saying that living your purpose, and you're probably asking, what is my purpose? I'll tell you in just a second. But it's like living your purpose is going to bring in your true soulmate, King of Hearts, Queen of Hearts. So this is like divine counterparts. Doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to either. This is like divine counterparts, Eight of Hearts, your romantic fantasies. So it's like living your dreams, manifesting whatever this is going to lead to like true love. I feel like I always say that. I'm always telling people, focus on your purpose and then true love will come in. So I feel like that's what's going on here. This is your future position. Like I said, I don't really feel like this is a love reading for the most part. I feel like it's like a motivational reading here, Pisces. Maybe that's what I should call it, but I feel like you need to keep pushing here and this will come. So I love that. But yeah, this is very good. Oh, if you're asking what your purpose is, Pisces, guess what? Your only purpose is to create your own reality, whatever that means for you. So as I always make the joke about worm farms. If you want to have a worm farm, then do it. Have the best damn worm farm you possibly can, especially if it makes you happy. So Pisces, this is one hell of a reading. I love this. So thank you for watching and definitely enjoy your week.